Ain't topic time, and The Rock is officially part of the bloodline. We don't know for sure,
I
but
mean, he did say if you smell what the bloodline is cooking.
he did. So we gonna say he officially part of it for right now. So let's see. The question for this episode is: do The Rock join the bloodline make them the greatest faction of all time? Or better yet, if not, who's the greatest faction of all time? That's right, we're doing the top 10. Welcome back to the Championship Ringside top 10. If you don't know how we do it, we go back and forth. 10, 10, 9, 9. All we get to number one. If we agree, we sit there and talk about it. If we disagree, we give our cases. We can get straight into it, King.
Well, yeah.
All right. Who wanna go first? You want me to go first? You want you go first? You got honorable mentions?
I go. I ain't really got no honorable mentions because I'm like, you ain't make the cut, fuck you.
Yeah, I got two honorable mentions. One is a technicality.
Well,
Uh, so the Wyatt family didn't make my top 10,
right.
and cause I guess when I looked up factions, for some reason they didn't pop up. The New Day didn't make my top 10. So they must consider New Day more of a tag team than a faction. But
I
so
actually I put the New Day on my list.
I didn't. I mean, hypothetically, if I'm looking at my list, they probably been 6. But since they're not, I took them off the list. Well, since some people don't think they're a faction, especially with Big E going for so long.
I got them. I got them ranked a little high.
I cannot believe you can name more than like I thought the top 5 was obvious, but okay. All right. Like I said,
Really,
there'd have been 6 on my list, but
they got a long list of accomplishments. Plus, two of the stars actually was world champion.
I I I dude.
Let me see. Let me go.
Okay.
Let me go back on my list.
Nah. We starting episode tonight.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at it like yeah.
Who number 10? Go.
Oh, number 10. I got the Dangerous Alliance.
Okay. Paul
Uh,
Heyman crew.
yeah, the shit it spans from like fucking 4 different companies, but he had at one point in WCW he had Arn Anderson, Stone Cold, Rick Rude, Michael Hayes, Medusa, Larry Zbysko, I said Arn Anderson, and Bobby Eaton, rest in
Yeah,
peace.
Tonka or some shit like that too.
Huh?
Yeah, Tonka or some shit like that.
Uh-uh. In WCW he had, I mean ECW he had Sabu, Taz, Shane Douglas, Jimmy Snuka for some reason. Like, like I said, his group, that group spanned over like 20 years in 4 different companies. So there's a long list of names I could spit out. But I mean, I think the most memorable version of that group was in WCW when they probably had like the greatest War Games match ever in like '92, and that was a nice little group. And shout
Uh,
out to Paul Heyman for being a Hall of Famer.
yeah, shout out to him. He should have been in there. Him and Muhammad Ali. I'm like, wait, them two not in there already? What the fuck?
Bro, I don't know why the fuck Muhammad Ali on the wrestling game.
You don't know why he's on there?
Yeah, like what he did in WWE other than referee a match.
I don't know, but that's like putting Bruce Lee on Tekken. Fuck, just throw some Freddy Krueger on Mortal Kombat and shit. It's like I get it. All right, so I'm gonna be real with you. Before I even start to my list, I'm gonna keep it funky with you. They only got three people on here who's not famous for WWE, and one of them and only 2 have never touched WWE. So I'm just keeping that real. I feel if y'all know me, you gotta get some WWE success under your belt.
Right.
Check our tag team. our tag team episode. I think I'm lying. Number 10, I put the Judgment Day.
All right.
Probably Prisoner of the Moment, but I'm fucking with Dominic. I'm fucking with Rhea. The rest of them niggas are well.
Y'all fucking with Rhea.
But yeah. I feel like a fool not giving Rhea some love on this. And real shit, they hold gold. They literally hold gold like the whole time. They've been holding gold, so I can't dispute what's going on.
And Money in the Bank.
Exactly.
Like, it was pretty. At one point, they probably was as dominant as the Bloodline on Raw than what the Bloodline was on SmackDown.
And I'm not disagreeing. Now I get it. Dangerous Alliance was probably a better faction, but I'm just going like Dangerous Alliance was kind of Paul Heyman managing a bunch of people, like, but you know,
that's why
I'm not mad at picking that because if you put them as a faction, they are better than Judgment Day. But I guess the way that Judgment Day carry themselves, I look at them as more of a faction. And honestly, come on, man, let's stir some shit up. We know the top 5 gonna be like damn near the same thing. So number 10, Judgment Day.
Yeah, I mean, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, we know like this episode about to go the same way about the time we get to like top 4, 3 or 4. So that's why I'm like, all right,
I don't know.
Fuck it, give it. Yeah, you probably you sound like you want to be a little hesitant on something, but you're at number 9. Come on, let's see where you at.
All right, number 9, I got Nation of Domination.
What? All right, number 9.
Yeah, it started out with more white people in the group than fucking black people. He had the white rappers. He had Crush. I mean, he had Clarence Mason. Then it turned into The Rock, Godfather, Mark Henry, and Farouk, and I feel like I'm missing somebody. And then when they kicked,
D-Lo.
I said D-Lo because at first he was just like he used to come out there just like a Muslim.
Then I think you named everybody unless you're talking about Owen Hart.
Yeah, I was about to say they kicked Farouk out and put Owen Hart in there, and he had his run with him for a minute.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, and they beef with DX. DX mocked him, and yeah.
All right. Well, they gonna pop back up. I got you. Number 9, I got the Heenan family.
I ain't gonna put them on the list.
To me, that's his name. To me, it's the same thing as Dangerous Alliance in my book.
It really is. But all they did was fail.
Look, Hulk Hogan needed a machine, so
yeah.
Like,
who did beat the Ultimate Warrior?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I put the Heenan family here because I needed a spot. I didn't want to shun them and the Dangerous Alliance, and I didn't want to put the Judgment Day above them. So it's like, all right, Heenan family. Shout out to Bobby Heenan, but unfortunately to me, you know, I could have took them off the fucking list. I'm being honest with you.
Right.
But no, shout out to the Heenan family. You know what it was, Mr. Perfect. I think that was Tonka. He was part of them. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tonka, King Kong Bundy, shit like that. You know, Heenan family. Go Google them. They number 9. They clearly not that highly on my list. So,
you know what, Blizzard Blaze? I just changed. I just took the New Day off my list for another faction.
Okay.
I had New Day at number 5, but I just took them out and put another faction in at number 5.
All right, look, you ain't get to it yet, so you don't look crazy.
Yeah.
Number 8.
That's where I'm at?
Yeah.
All right. Number 8, Undisputed Era.
I forgot. I truly forgot how you feel about them.
Hey, hold up.
We have a whole YouTube clip about that.
Yeah. You hear me? Fucking Undisputed Era, man. They had all the gold. Adam Cole, still to this day, the best NXT champion to this day.
Damn.
Look it up. What NXT champion better than Adam Cole?
Kevin
He
Owens
not.
moved up too fast. Sami Zayn lost it too fast. Bo Dallas probably not crazy memorable. Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins was just the first.
I know. No. Somebody after Kevin Owens. Who?
Not since Finn.
Finn? Nah,
Finn
it
might
wasn't
have.
Finn.
Finn
They
might
had
have.
another dominant. Who was before Adam Cole? Was it Andrade I'm thinking about?
Andrade.
Maybe Andrade in that conversation. I think I remember Andrade being super dominant.
Andrade had that match with Johnny Gargano at the Royal Rumble, but Adam Cole was champion for like almost over a year. I want to say almost 2 years.
You can have that though. I'm not gonna dispute it. No pun intended.
Bro, but they ran NXT. They had all the belts. They were whooping everybody's ass. Fire theme song. The crowd fuck with them. They all can wrestle. Like that. Like what more do you want?
No, I'm not disputing that. I remember. I'm not surprised you had said them. I didn't even think about putting them. I'll be lying to y'all and say I watched them like that. I just know of them. All right, so my number 8, I got the corporation.
Right.
Better yet, the corporate ministry. My bad, the corporate ministry, because you got to add the accolades, the acolytes, Undertaker doing sacrifices and all that bullshit, and of course Vince McMahon, because that was the whole reason that shit existed. Vince McMahon playing all these fucking mind games. It was him, Austin. It was fucking him, Austin.
All alone.
And honestly, it's because it was the machine for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Fuck.
Really?
Just like Heenan was the Heenan family was Hulk Hogan's machine. The corporation was Stone Cold machine. So
it was more of a machine for The Rock and Stone Cold.
True. Yeah, it was to help Rock turn into a star. So, I mean, if we talking about Attitude Era, they probably like the 5th best faction, I guess. But honestly, again, I don't really have too much on the corporation. Shout out to everybody part of that corporate ministry. I keep saying the corporation, but corporate ministry, because that was like one of the first authority groups. You know, outside, of course, the NWO had Eric Bischoff, but the corporation was really like that first. I run shit. This my group. This dude getting all the handouts because he my guy type shit. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, corporation number 8. You at number 7.
I ain't put him on my list, but that's a good pick. Number 7, I got Evolution.
Ain't no fucking way.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta hear this one.
I mean,
Evolution.
I fuck with Evolution, but when I look back on it, I'm like,
Evolution.
It was cool, but I'm like, I mean, looking back at it, because Orton turned out into a big star, Batista turned into a big star, Flair was Flair, and Triple H was, he was the man. But I'm like, yeah, they're a top 10 group. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Out of all the groups in WWE history, I got them at number 7. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
All right, my brother. All right. Number 7, I got Nation of Domination.
All right.
People forget how iconic they was. They were the second best Attitude Era group, probably. Yeah, I think they were the second best Attitude Era group.
Even Los Boricuas?
Yeah. Over Kind Tide too.
Over DOA?
Yep. That's what I was thinking. I was like, who's that Stevie Richards and them? DOA.
Over the Oddities?
Over all of them. What's the best way to describe it?
Black.
Yeah. They represent for the hood. That's why we like them. And honestly, they was the yin to DX Yang. Like DX probably wouldn't be as popular if it wasn't for the rivalry with Nation of Domination. They probably still be popping, but the rivalry made so much sense. The Rock and Triple H made so much sense. It worked out. Nation of Domination, my number 7.
There was the black to DX white.
Pretty much,
And,
yeah.
and
We
black
just didn't say it out loud, throwing up the fist and shit. We know what we was doing.
It was black power, black face, all that involved. Surprised we didn't get a lynching.
Yeah, instead they did it to Big Boss Man.
Yeah. So what number I'm at? I'm at 6, huh?
Yeah.
I got the Shield.
I didn't include them either. Maybe it's a 3-man thing I didn't include because I didn't include them either. They definitely should have been on the list though. Shout out to the Shield.
Just because they ran shit for basically a year and a half, and the three dudes turned out to be 3 huge one megastar, one superstar, and John Moxley.
Dang. He fucking up that bad in AEW?
He whacking AEW. I mean, like when he first showed up, he was good. Like he might be 10. He might be AEW's. Like if you had the I'm trying to think, like if you had to pick one person, like he probably that person for him. Like I think he's like the first 3-time AEW champion. He consistent. He good, but it's just I'm not a fan of the whole bleeding all the time. Like everything he do, he gotta bleed. He gotta bleed on a promo. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like just wrestle. It's wrestling, pal.
Man, probably blood. It's probably showing it,
You gotta bleed in every match?
Yeah, blood.
What the fuck? Oh, okay, my bad. Man, I ain't know. I apologize. I ain't know you.
What you talking about, blood? Like, I'm ready for my set, cuz.
I mean, the nigga from Cleveland, but
Cleveland, man. He from Cleveland, man. What you talking about?
Oh man. Shout out to Bleeding, man.
Yeah, man. John, Keem don't get it. He don't understand game shit, man. I know.
I apologize for my incompetence.
Man, throwing up blood every match. Keem don't recognize it.
That's on me. That's my fault. But I mean, you got Seth, Tribal Chief, Moxley. Like, I mean, when they came out, they was fucking shit up. They ran shit. They all had championships at one time. Theme fire. Entrance fire. Like, yeah.
And like you said, it all worked out. All of them became stars. I mean, I think Moxley is a star, but
Yeah, Moxley is a star.
He one dude I feel like should stay in AEW. I'm not. I'm good on him in WWE. Like,
I think he could come back to WWE. I think Triple H could do something better with him.
Maybe but he said he liked that type shit though. Those type matches. That's what I'm.
That's what he was doing before he got there. That's how he made his name. Mm. But it's like, dude, you've been doing this for like 20 years. How much blood you got left in you? Like,
all day blood. Like, I bleed all day for this shit, blood. I bleed all day.
You need a blood transfusion every fucking match.
Yeah, blood. That's how dedicated I am.
You know what? I'm good. I ain't saying no more. I don't need nobody pulling up at my house.
Man, speaking of blood, I got the Heart Foundation at number 6.
That's my number 5. That's what I put in at number 5.
You biased motherfucker.
Hey.
Man, all right, dog. Boy, I knew he was doing some slick shit with them dudes, dog.
Hey, man. Listen. I would be foolish not to put Bret Hart on my list. And I fuck with the Hart Foundation. Even though they ain't even have a full year, like in them 6-7 months.
They got the picture with the leather jackets. That's probably the best you got. And them standing in the ring.
I can't look at that picture, dog. When I look at like they all dead except Bret.
Hot damn, yeah.
They all dead. Like Anvil just died like a couple years. Well, shit, Anvil died like 4-5 years ago.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of the Heenan family ain't here either.
Shit, even Heenan dead.
Yo, like,
Damn,
so
who is left from the Heenan family?
so that
Haku?
make you feel a little better. There you go.
No, it don't make me feel no better. It don't.
Like, I mean, at least somebody alive in the Hall Foundation, like Heenan family. I'm like, shit, I'm at to Google him. Shit, how
Man,
he been? He been all right, huh?
I'm saying Haku, but I don't even know if Haku is really with the Heenan family. They all might be dead.
I think Haku's still alive. But Hart Foundation. Bret Hart, pretty much the face of the new generation, and honestly, kind of still one of the faces going into the Attitude Era. That's why he got the Hart Foundation. Let's be honest. I mean, they had Anvil, Brian Pillman, but Owen Hart was the star and Bret Hart was the mega star. And that's pretty much it. And
It added a new
another
dynamic to Bret Hart because it's like he turned heel. That's one thing, but him jumping people and doing all this other shit, like that shit was crazy just to see him like that. And the American people, I still haven't forgiven America for turning on Bret Hart. Bret Hart didn't turn heel. America just turned on.
yeah, they like fucking beer drinking people who break the rules. Like,
Yeah. And
yeah.
bleed. America like blood for some reason.
Hey, Mox will get it.
Yeah. He like, shit. I know what they like.
So shout out to the Hart Foundation.
Yeah,
Next up,
that Calgary Stampede pay-per-view is still like to me one of the greatest pay-per-views ever. That in your house.
yeah, I was about to say, you talking about in your house, huh?
That 10-man tag, like from top to bottom, that was a great pay-per-view. And that fucking main event was fire.
Who it was?
It was like the Hart Foundation versus Stone Cold, Goldust, the Patriot, Dude Love. And it wasn't Undertaker. It was somebody else.
But all right, number 5, I got Evolution. I have no clue how the hell you got Hart Foundation above Evolution. Evolution was clearly the group of wrestling and the group of Raw. They had every title on lock. They had future stars. They had fire music. If this was a countdown about music, they probably still be number 5. But still in all,
you talking about that? You talking about that theme episode you've been ducking for like 4 years now?
No, they got a lot of themes out there.
They do. We need to make a definitive top 10 list.
All right. We're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that. Coming soon. The point is, Evolution is a mystery. And number 5 on Blizzy Blaze list. Because it was dominant. That was hands down dominant, and they had everything. So Evolution number 5.
I mean, like I got the Shield rank. I really got the Shield rank higher than just really because of Roman. Like Roman, the tribal chief, and like them dudes, all 3 of them dudes. Like
I'm listening. I'm listening when you talk this shit, bro. Because you gotta go through the rest of your countdown, bro. Like
I'm looking at it like
you giving the Shield credit for Roman.
Yeah, wasn't he in the Shield?
Okay, bro. What's your number 4, bro?
Didn't CM Punk make him look strong?
What's your number 4, bro?
My number 4, I got 4 Horsemen.
Okay, we finally agree. Well, yeah, we agree. I got the 4 Horsemen too.
And people slob down the original Horsemen with Ole Anderson racist ass, Tully Blanchard woman abusing ass, Ric Flair alcoholic drug abuse ass, and Arn Anderson. I fuck with Arn Anderson heavy. But I grew up on the Horsemen when it was Brian Pillman, Arn Anderson, Mongo, Dean Malenko, Flair, Benoit, shit like that. And, it is what it is with them. But
you know what, King?
The longevity.
Look, I'm gonna keep it fun with you, bud. I agree 100%. I fuck with them Horsemen way more. Like, I don't remember when they jumping Dusty Rhodes and shit like that.
We
I ain't
wasn't
grew up on
alive
that
for
shit.
that shit.
I ain't grew up on that, man. We grew up on Benoit holding up the four and Dean Malenko holding up the four and the football player who barely could wrestle holding up the four.
Oh,
You know
he
what I'm saying?
barely, he couldn't wrestle.
Yeah. On Anderson holding up. On Anderson, he gets stripes. He stayed around.
Oh, Arn Anderson cut a fucking fire ass promo without like it ain't nothing. And he got that
he
Glock.
get credit, but yeah. I mean, you can have the old dudes and all them, but yeah, I agree with you. Four Horsemen, man. The WCW Four Horsemen, not the NWA Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, number 3.
Oh, you had Horseman too?
Yeah, there's number 4.
All right, number 3, I got
Mm-hmm.
DX.
Number 3, I got DX. Okay. See?
How I feel. I fuck with HBK, China, and Triple H, but you know how I feel about the Outlaws, X-Pac, and Triple H. That was my definitive version of DX. But I fuck with all of them, even when they old asses got back together in like 05 or 06 or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's a debate, dog. All 3 versions could say that they're the best, dog. Like the Shawn Michaels led one, when you think about it, Shawn Michaels was like at his peak, and Triple H, of course, he had to suffer for that click shit, but after that, he was still running things too. And then the Triple H one, of course, the most popular one, you know, and then
they got back together and they like just was basically his flunkies when he had the belt. And Stone Cold trapped him with the net and all that shit.
Yeah, that's stupid shit.
That shit was dumb. But I did fuck with the 06 version because it was like, it's goofy, but I mean, it's wrestling.
And honestly, at this point, it was Triple H and Shawn Michaels, so it just worked.
And he stuck Vince head up Big Show ass. Like, that was really a thing.
And we could fuck with that.
It was a lot of cock talk.
Hey, look, they still do the suck. They still do the suck if you go to NBA. If you go to WWE events, they still tell you to do the suck it, fucking gesture. Like, damn. So that shows they super iconic. And these motherfuckers show up wearing them t-shirts and people go crazy still.
I didn't like when they came back in like 2009 and it was just glow sticks everywhere. It was glow sticks and little people's court.
It was about merch sales back then. You seen it with them different t-shirts. It was about merch sales back then.
And the gay dude hitting on Triple H telling him he get off at 7. And Shawn Michaels super kicked the little girl.
Who you got at number 2?
Bloodline.
So why the fuck you giving the Shield credit for Roman Reigns?
I mean, just because all 3 of them became big, but it's just, I don't know. But
I mean, no, I'm cool with your placement, but when you say you give Shield all the love because of Roman Reigns, I'm like, man, the Bloodline where I give all Roman Reigns credit
because
for.
Like Roman Reigns became like that mega star out of the group. Like he became like that dude out of that group, and it's like, yeah. And I mean, Seth became the man, like in ring, like ain't too many people fucking with Seth in ring, and nobody could bleed like Moxley. But that's we done with this shit. But like,
come on, Blood, stop playing, Blood.
He might as well come join the Bloodline. Fuck. You got a history with Roman? Fuck.
Just join the Bloodline.
I wear this shit on my chest, literally, cuz. But I mean, they had the greatest tag team ever, undisputed champions, undisputed world. They're probably the best world champion in the modern era. Undisputed champion, the greatest manager of all time. Fucking Solo, the biggest mystery of all time. We amped the fuck out of Solo. And Solo mid as fuck, but we like, shit, Solo be the fucking man.
Yo, he shut up John Cena. He got love out of me.
Hey, they just gotta let him loose. I think if they let him loose, because he could cut a promo and shit. Just let him loose. He gonna do his thing.
Sound like his brothers do.
Yeah.
That's the only problem. He gonna have to sound like super serious, and he can't sound gangster like his brothers.
And that fucking Sami Zayn storyline had the fucking wrestling world in the chokehold for about
On lock, on lock.
on lock. We always feeling Uso there.
The bloodline, yeah, and it's still running. And and the thing about it is, one thing I can say about this is there's no betrayal. I mean, you got the Uso betrayal, and they kicked Roman Reigns, but for some reason, they feel like, man, that's family. Roman do deserve to get kicked every now and then, you know. You know, if Jimmy and Jay not teaming up, well, fuck you too. Then I'm gonna fuck over your singles career. But for some reason, Jay still feel like he part of the bloodline.
I mean, technically, because he's still like that. His whole essence is bloodline. Like
You know what I'm saying?
He went from down with day one ish to it's just me who's day one ish.
It just worked, brother. The bloodline is like, to me, it's damn near the definition of a faction.
And of course, now they added The Rock. They stronger now. And we forgot the best member of the bloodline, that fucking Black Hoodie. The Black Hoodie that had the most dominant run since, like, Roman on a good run, but that Black Hoodie is undefeated.
Bruh, every time a Samoan joined WWE, bloodline might got a new member. Like, look, we got Nia Jax, Naomi, and Tamia in the background. We got bloodline members that we don't even talk about. We just chilling.
Retired.
Huh?
Tamina retired.
Okay, well, I was wondering what happened to her. But hey, we still got Nia Jax, Naomi.
Got Nia, thick ass.
That's what I'm saying. We got people we don't even talk about. We just like, are you part of the bloodline? Like, what? What you talking about? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Let me fall back. And all of a sudden, boom, bloodline chump. You know,
the wipers ain't too loud, huh?
I don't hear him.
Just.
But look, we about to get to the last one anyway, because as good as the bloodline is, I think me and you agree. So I introduce it. Still to this day, the best faction of all time is the NWO.
New world order.
From the music to the groundbreaking impact, motherfuckers made black and white cool as a motherfucker.
Like, they made Hulk Hogan cool.
We thought Hulk Hogan was the cheesiest dude in the world. Then all of a sudden, like,
hey, wow. Brah. let me tell you something. He went from that to, well, I forgot what he used to say. Fuck it. But
like, I gotta get a dude his props. Look, you can't. It's kind of still to me like not even debatable of NWO being the best faction. Now, of course, I think me and you agreed they peak was at 6 or some shit like that. Yeah, but even when they had a bunch of dudes coming out in the ring with NWO shirts, even when Keem came out there with his NWO shirt, I did it one week. You know, Dennis Rodman joined. It still was such a cool thing until like Vince Russo took over and shit. Then it started wilding out.
Well, even the Wolfpack was like,
even Sting had to join. Like, Sting was like, man, fuck y'all, man. I'm about to get the bat and whoop all you bitches. 2 months later, man, it's too sweet, this motherfucker. Yeah, I knew y'all smoking cigars and this, man.
Little face bitch.
Sting like, man, let me get some of this, man. What you sipping on, Hogan? Let me get some of that. You hear me? Remember
he wasn't with Hogan.
Huh?
I said technically he wasn't with Hogan.
Yeah, Hogan was going with Sting joined. Yeah, I get it.
Kevin Nash was wearing the bandana like Tupac.
You already knew you had Conan running that thing.
Sky Hall 1 week could be with Hollywood, and the next week he'd be with the Wolfpack.
Sipping on something we don't even want to know about. Yeah,
couple men. Shout out to Sky Hall.
R.I.P. But to answer the question, who's the greatest faction of all time? We'll spray paint on your back if you want. NWO. That's it, King.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Bloodline still got work to do. They're gonna have to really get all their family to pass up NWO.
Yeah, bring the elders out. Maybe we'll fit.
Ooh.
They bring the elders out. Who you got? Alpha, Seeker, Rikishi.
Nah, you can't bring Rikishi no more. You gotta bring old boy from the streets, man.
Ooh.
I forgot his name that fast. What was Rikishi gimmick?
Make a change. Rikishi Fatu. He was Fatu.
It was Fatu. Yeah, hey,
Come
you
out
gotta
with the
bring
red
Fatu
jacket
back.
on.
The
Making
colorful
a change.
jacket. Yeah.
We on the streets, baby.
Boy, start talking to Cody Rhodes. Sit down, youngster. Let me talk to you. Like, boy, take the shades off. I was just like you.
I was there. I had blind hair.
Family pressure and shit like that, man. Look, I'm trying to do good, man.
One day I just said, you know what? I gotta make a difference.
But yeah, all jokes aside, I don't think the Bloodline could even get booked enough to whatever pass up NWO. And honestly, that's why
And
NWO
it's like,
number one.
and the Bloodline might actually be a better group than the NWO. It's just the historical impact that the NWO had on the wrestling world. It's like everything changed when fucking Hulk Hogan came out there and John Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. That what brought that like we wouldn't have got the Attitude Era. We wouldn't have got DX. We wouldn't have got Vince McMahon as the fucking heel character. Like all that was a domino effect of the NWO. It's like they literally changed the game. Even with their contracts, they got guaranteed money. Like that's like you gotta look at all that shit. And then the NWO shirt is still the highest selling shirt up there with Austin 316, still to this day, and it's almost 30 years.
So for me, it was even before that when I saw Scott Hall pull up.
Boy, we didn't know why he was there, but we know who he was.
Boy. I thought some illegal shit was going on as a kid. Like, oh shit, he going to jail.
We knew who he was, but we didn't know why he was there, you know.
And then the big man showed up.
The big man
fucking up in English class, you know.
Big man in the media. Oh yeah, because the adjective. Shout out the adjective.
That boy gonna be flunked out in the second grade question on are you smart in the fifth grade?
He ain't got no diploma.
But yeah, let's wrap it up, man.